Migrants suspected of crossing into this country illegally. That is the question at the heart of a proposed bill at the Arizona Capitol right now, one that closely resembles a Texas law that's currently tied up in the courts in a national legal battle. Fox 10's Lauren Clark spoke with both sides today and joins us live now with more. Lauren.
Hey there, good afternoon, Christina. Yeah, this Republican-sponsored bill is certainly bringing out emotions on both sides of the aisle. Today, during a Senate committee hearing about the bill, where Democrats got up and left in protest. Those who are in support of this argue that it's necessary as we continue to see an influx of migrants across our border. Meanwhile, critics argue that it's unconstitutional and could lead to racial profiling.
And I want to share that we're going to be walking out in protest.
Democrats walking out of a committee hearing Wednesday. State Senator Rosanna Gabaldón said she didn't see the point of discussing HB2748.
Why do we need to sit through more testimony knowing that these bills are unconstitutional and are going to be vetoed by the governor?
Inspired by a recent Texas law, the bill would authorize state and local police to arrest migrants suspected of crossing the border illegally.
In 2023 alone, there were more illegal crossings than U.S. births in this country.
We believe in securing our border for our country, especially in a time of crisis we're in with the world the way it is.
The goal of security is something Navajo County Sheriff David Klaus says he supports.
I know the citizens of my county are desperate for action. They're desperate for some leadership.
He, along with the Arizona Sheriff's Association, feel it's a step towards solving what Republicans and Democrats alike have deemed a crisis on our southern border.
What this does is it gives law enforcement a tool to use in certain situations when they need it.
But for opponents, they feel the ramifications of this bill would be disastrous, liking it to the controversial days of SB 1070.
It's profiling. It's racial profiling, and the way it's written is it's given permission to law enforcement to stop whoever they want just because of the way they look.
Sheriff Klaus disagrees.
We find it sometimes offensive to think that we as law enforcement officials would use that as that's how we operate.
The Texas law is also facing legal issues. Within a matter of hours Tuesday, it was briefly allowed to take effect by the Supreme Court, only to be put back on pause by the Fifth Circuit of U.S. Court of Appeals. The High Court did not address if the law was constitutional, something opponents say it's not, claiming immigration is already deemed a federal issue.
It's a copycat bill of what we're seeing in Texas, and we're not elected to represent Texas.
And here's the main question on a lot of minds. Will Democratic Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs sign this if it does come to her desk? Well, she has made a point to talk about immigration in her State of the State address, also criticizing the federal government and how it is handling this issue. However, it is important to note she has vetoed very recently very similar bills of this nature. Reporting live here in Phoenix, Lauren Clark, Fox 10 News.